Right guys, we are officially one day out from the first show of the season, so we're going to take you through a day in the life on prep, one day out from a show. So Tom has sent me over the plans yesterday, so obviously we prepared a bit ahead of the game for today. We've got a client shoot this morning, so that's going to be a few hours there, which will be nice to get some movement, some steps in and space the meals out nicely in the morning. So we have 7 meals going in today, 715 gram of carbs going in. We're just doing a one-day load as we are sort of planning for the full weekend, because it's the PCA Universe qualifiers tomorrow, and then the aim is to do the finals on the Sunday. So we're sort of planning for that ahead to make sure we land perfectly for the 2 shows, but obviously better for the finals if we can get there, which is the plan. So first meal of the day is going to be bagels going in with some eggs. We've got 90 grams of carbs and bagels, egg whites and a couple of whole eggs. We're going to take that with 1 Glycomax. We have 1 Glycomax with every meal to help with digestion, and then we have 2 Peak Max with every meal as well to help that drying out. We have Daisy here who's not too happy, so I'm just going to sort her out. So we weighed in today the lightest weight of prep, so 182 pounds, well 182.6 pounds, which is great. We've been digging down pretty much to this point. For the most part of the last sort of 7 or 8 days, it's been low carbs, and then the last few days no carbs. But my body, from history, we both believe that I don't need a lot of carbs to sort of get the full up. We want to keep the lines there, keep the detail, so we don't want to lose that. So we're not carbing up too heavy for this first day, especially because it's a full weekend. We're looking to just load into the weekend. So just going to get my eggs on. So 2 whole eggs, 200 gram egg whites. It would either be 2 whole bagels, 45 grams of bagel of carbs, or I've got these reduced ones which digest nicely. I think they're just a bit easier to eat. They're not actually as big, but so essentially 3 bagels, 90 grams of carbs. So it's the same in terms of the calories and the carbs. I put this in the wrong pan. Brilliant. I wanted to do the whole eggs in the smaller pan and then the egg whites in a separate pan. But here we go with the shell in there as well. So we have meal 1 here. So we have the 2 whole eggs, 200 gram egg whites, and then the bagels. I'm going to take this with, like I say, 2 Peak Max, 1 Glycomax. We have put 5 grinds on the eggs whilst we're cooking. So we're going to do 5 to put on top now. So we're going to get this down, get ready for the client shoot, and we'll take you through a full day. Obviously we have the tan later today. I'm just getting like bits and bobs ready for tomorrow, ready to travel down. So yeah, relatively busy day ahead. That is meal 1. So we are now heading to the gym because we have a client shoot there. We got Shan and Siobhan doing a shoot. So we're down there for a couple of hours, taking some meals down there. Probably get 2 meals whilst we're down there. Give it a bit of time and probably get another check-in done for Tom so we can have a look at him after 3 meals. But the general consensus is really good. Obviously flat this morning in them visuals that you see, but I'll chuck them over the video so you can see. So very flat, lightest weight of prep. We load today, ready for tomorrow's show. We're going in at like 90%, I'd say, and then we'll peak a little further, load up a bit more tomorrow to land on the Sunday for finals. Barely make it, which is the goal, but we'll look to be as close to best as possible at that point. So yeah, very excited, very, very excited. We've got a bit of a busier morning, which is good. We'll get home after all that, get some client check-ins done, spend some time with Daisy once she's back from nursery, and then we'll be going to get our tan in Hull at 6 PM, so probably leave for that about 5 o'clock. So yeah, not a crazy day, but definitely things just to make sure I'll get done so I'm prepared for tomorrow. So very excited. Right guys, so we're about to get started with the client shoots with Shan and Siobhan in. Just going to get my second meal in. So this is going to be my rice pudding that I've absolutely fallen in love with, ever had a refeed. So this is just rice, whey, 100 grams of rice, whey, first squares bar of prep. So I can't fucking wait for this. So we're going to get stuck into this now. So the question is, do we break the squares bar into my rice pudding, or do we eat it separate? That is the big dilemma, because I was going to warm it up and put it on top. Now, you right, mate? Yeah, not bad, you? Keep it going, mate. Keep it going.
Oh yes, got to.
Good. We look great, mates. Keep it up.
I'm going.
Right, first squares bar prep. Not as good as I expected. So we're going to break it up and put it in the rice pudding. So 100 grams of rice, 40 grams of whey, squares bar, marshmallow. I think we're just avoiding the chocolatey ones, stuff like that. Purely just digestion and a bit less fats as well. So I'm going to tuck this in. Yeah, I mean it is good, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting better. So here we have it. Rice pudding, squares bar on top. This is the only whey meal I'm going to do today, barring my cream of rice later. The rest will be rice based with like a chicken meal. So all carbs today, rice based, more because that's what I digest well. So meal 2 going in, peak max, glycomax, 10 grams of salt, and a bit more fluids, and 2 grams of creatine, which is with every meal. Here we go. Shoot started. Right guys, so meal 3 going in, so it's just approaching 11:30, so sort of done like a meal at 7:30, half 9, 11:30, and then we'll leave it about 45 minutes, check it over to Tom, see how we're looking after 3 meals in, to the carb load. Go from there. So obviously we have 1 glycomax with every meal, 2 peak max, and we're doing 2 grams of creatine, and then we have 10 grams of salts per meal today. So I'm just going to go ahead with this. We have chicken and rice, so 150 grams of chicken and 100 grams of uncooked white rice. Just going to get the salt on there. So just mid-client shoot. It's going really well actually, it's been nice. Obviously because I've been trying to keep movement in after meals, keep digestion, but I get a few more steps in. It's been quite helpful just having the client shoot. So once this is done, we'll be sort of getting home and chilling out for a bit, get a bit of client work done, and just sort of plan for the rest of the evening. So I'll be a bit busy later getting tans and stuff. We're feeling really good. Obviously, if I can, I will upload some of the post meal 3 check-in pictures or video on here, so you guys can see where I'm at. But yeah, feeling good. Nowhere near full yet, not really got the food in as of yet, but I imagine as we get meals 5, 6, 7 in, we'll start to see a nice shift in a composition and an overnight in particular. So yeah, feeling really good. So here we have the finished product, chicken and rice. It's probably exciting to get. I don't know why I need to show you that, but squares bar, which again wasn't as good as what I was expecting when I first had it, but I am definitely not going to unappreciate it because it's enjoyable at the very minimum. So I'm going to get meal 3 down and get back to the clients and the shoot and finish that off. Right, so that's the team meet done. So we are just heading out now. I've got to see some check-in photos over to Tom. So obviously going to see a little look. 3 meals in. Going to go home. What time are we on now? So the next meal will be about, probably push it a bit longer to 2 o'clock to give more time for my food to digest. Go pick Daisy up and chill out for a little bit, I think, after a busy morning. So peace out. So I've literally just talked to myself for about 5 minutes and realised it's not recorded. So we have our meal 4 here, which is 100 grams of rice, prawns, 150 grams, and then a Rice Krispie Squares bar. So 10 grams of salt, glycomax, creatine, peak max all with this meal as well. We're about 3 litres in with water with 3 more litres on top of that to go. But I just wanted to talk about a bit like what my expectations are for this season, this comp prep, this prep as a whole. And for me, I've come 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and a number of 2nds and 3rds. But for me, it's about winning a show. I want to win an amateur show, and that's on the top of my list, as well as delivering on a physique that I know I can be competitive, but I don't want to be remembered as a guy that if he got in a bit more condition, he could have been good. Like, I want to be in that condition, and this is by far the best I've ever been in terms of condition-wise, muscularity-wise. I can tell the off-season's worked because the level of tissue I'm holding at a much leaner composition is a lot higher than the previous prep, so which was 2023 when I last prepped, so near into 2 years till I stepped on stage in that 2023 prep. It was a July comp, I think, at that time, so approaching that. But I want to just deliver on my physique. So I'm excited because this is by far the best I've been in terms of condition, size, and like I said, I feel very humbled to be where I am now because I'm soaking it in. I'm being present and enjoying and relishing the fact that I've got myself to here. But the idea is this first show gets done and we just keep getting better show to show. The plan is to do like 3 to 5 shows this year, which I will sort of run through after this weekend shows, in terms of what I'm going to be doing and when. So yeah, really excited, and like I said, just want to deliver on my physique, and it's as much as we're going up there to compete against other people and I want to win a show, this is like a personal battle for me in the sense of I just want to step on that stage and fully deliver. So very excited, very humbled and slightly nervous and anxious, because I am just going into any competition, just stepping on stage. I think especially the first one of the season, it's like blowing the cobwebs out, getting more comfortable, getting back up on that stage. So really excited. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to talk through the process and protocols tonight, ready for tomorrow. It's Friday today, obviously Saturday, Sunday is the shows. Now we're approaching that, but yeah, obviously this is just a 1 day load at the moment, and we'll sort of go from there, because we've realised at this moment in time, we don't need to overdo it on the loading, because it doesn't take me a lot to fill up, and also the lines and the structure and condition is what's working in my favour. I'm certainly not small, but I'm certainly not going to be the biggest on stage either. So the structure and making sure the waist stays tight and keeping the lines is key for me going into these shows. So really excited, really excited, and just taking it all in and enjoying the process. So I'm going to wrap this up for now, get this meal in and do some work. So we're here now at workout gym to get our base coat. So I've actually already done like a light bit of tanning yesterday, washed it off this morning, had a brief shower before we got here. So I'm going to get the tanning done, we're going to go get meal 5 in. So we have, obviously brought this with us, the sort of my take a rice pudding again, all mashed up in here. So I'm going to get this down, because once we've got the tan, about a 35-40 minute drive home, we're going to get some more check-in pictures, that'll be after the tan plus meal 5, and then we've got 2 more meals to go. Obviously we'll wait some instructions from Tom if anything needs adjusting, but everything's sitting pretty well. Probably about 2.5 litres left of fluid to go as well. As I was saying further on in the video, the sort of plan is to just do a light load, like a load today, 715 gram of carbs. We'll be pulling some fluid off across the night with a Modric, which we'll do at sort of like 9:30, then one at 1 AM. Wake up, see how we're looking, get the instructions, and the plan is to obviously do the qualifier, get washed off, relax, get some more meals in, hopefully we'll qualify the finals at that point as well, and then we'll come back and repeat the same process for the next day, but we're trying to peak it so it's landing at our sort of best look by Sunday. But obviously we need enough to go through tomorrow. So I'm excited, I'm really excited. I'm just happy to get back on stage, because it's been nearly 2 years, as I say. So yeah, I'm just ready and excited. I'm excited to show off what I've done and just continue to get better and learn as well. So yep, we're gonna get the tan done, and we'll tuck into this first. Our tan is in 37 minutes, we're a bit early, but I didn't want to rush. Take my time, get some food in and do a couple of check-ins prior. Right, we have the base tan on. So heading home, going to get a check-in sent over to Tom, and then we'll wait instructions. We still probably have about an hour before really the next one wants to go in. Then we're going to get the last one in around 9:15, 9:30. It's about 10 to 7 now, so yeah, probably ideal to have it in the next 40-45 minutes. Just to get to make sure digestion's in a good spot. We don't tanning all done, so yeah, just got to get started this evening now, make sure we don't forget anything, get everything ready out to go in the morning, just got an early start. Yeah, it's just chill out now, get a couple of client setups and relax. So we are back home, check-in sent over, going ahead with our meal 6. So again, we've got 100 grams of a rice and 150 grams of chicken in a huge bowl, and another squares bar to go with that. So yeah, really happy the visuals. Like, it's the first time I feel like in a prep, and obviously we done a couple of carb ups and I've had that same feeling, but when I have having the food, I actually feel like I'm looking better with the food, whereas previously I feel like sometimes, probably because of condition as well, or maybe too much of the food, rather than just doing it for one day, feel like I've lost a lot of lines and fluffed up. So really happy with the way it's moving, happy looking at the pictures, especially after 5 meals. So really pleased. So obviously it's first time working with Tom in a prep. We've had a long off season together. We started actually in October last year. Was it last year? 23, sorry. So it's a good year and a half now, but obviously first time in actual prep. So it's he's been wicked. He's really good. Helped me in lots of situations, and yeah, he's just been fantastic. I feel like he's understanding my body really well, so it's nice to see it just respond this way. So onwards to the weekend tomorrow. And obviously we have one more meal to go after this. We'll wait instructions if there's anything that's going to change to that. If not, we'll just carry on with the final meal, which is going to be cream of rice. Get every final bit sorted for tomorrow because we've got an early start. And then we'll be doing a moderatic at 9:30, and then getting up again at 1 AM to do it again with a bit of fluid, and wake up and see where we're at and what we need to do, and we'll go from there. So I was meant to record or show you the last meal, but that's gone. That's just had my peak max and glyco max in it with creatine in that tub. But yeah, that is the last meal down. So 100 grams cream of rice, 150 gram chicken, 50 grams of berries, and 50 grams of honey, and that is job done. So we are going to get off to bed. I'm going to try and capture some of the show day footage tomorrow if possible. It depends on access to camera. It might have to be footage from phones and stuff like that, but I'll hopefully be able to update you in the morning, depending on time, and then yeah, we'll get a good look at things and see how things go. But if not, I will update post qualifier, see where we're at. Hopefully we've qualified for the finals on Sunday and go from there. But thank you for being with me on the journey today. It's been a good day, everything ticked off. Very happy with the look this evening, so go to bed, happy man, and wake up in the morning, see where we're at, and we'll make the plans from there. Good morning. So we have woke up. We are literally about a pound and a half up from yesterday. Done checking pictures. Kind of happy with the look. We feel like we're a touch on the flatter side still, so we're going to get a meal in for 6:15, get a replica of that meal at 8:30. So it's going to be 100 grams cream of rice, 30 grams dark chocolate, 50 grams honey. Just looking at the instructions of what we got from the boss man here. 100 grams cream of rice, 50 grams honey, 30 grams dark chocolate, gram of salt. We've just had a espresso, and we're going to sip on some water after that. So we're going to cook that meal up now. I'll show you the end products. Going to do 2 of them, one to take with us, and go from there. So guys, we have 100 grams cream of rice, 30 grams dark chocolate, 50 grams of honey, and a gram of salt. We've got 2 of these meals. The other one's just in the microwave, which we'll have this one now. So 5 minutes, 6:15, and the next one will be at 8:30. So yeah, just a bit of a recap of the morning. So yesterday's weight was 182.6, I think, pounds. Woke up this morning at 184. Been to the toilet for the night, yet to go for the toilet properly today. But as I said, I had an espresso, so that should help circulate things. But I feel really tight in my midsection. I think we're running on slightly flatter side still, so we just filled up with. Obviously, we've got 2 cream of rice meals to go in, and that'll pretty much probably sort us out up until we go on stage. We may use a few little bits to pump up, but we're pretty much good to go. Quite happy with the look. Like I say, with the 715 gram carbs going yesterday. We knew it was a moderate-ish amount, but it sat really well. That was the main thing, waking up feeling tight. So, yes, feeling pretty good. So we're going to get this meal in, get packed up, get the car loaded up, and head over for our top coat. And then we need to register about half an hour after that. And then we'll just be chilling at the venue till that point. So, peace out.
Woo! Yes,
Side
Yes,
chest,
Karen!
any side. Side.
Yes,
Facing the front.
Yes, Kieran!
Most
Yes, Kieran!
audience members, a round of applause.
Woo!
Gentlemen, can we have
Yes,
A
Kieran!
front, double biceps.
Come on, Kieran!
Last one.
Yes, Jordan.
Who's that? Is that Debbie? Can you see Debbie? Want to stand up with me? Want to stand up?
Thank you, Kieran. 10 bucks. In second place, athlete number. That's a painful silence. 12, Kieran.
Yes, Kieran!
Which means your winner's athlete number 11 is Dudley. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. The fantastic standard